Do you think Rare Candy is overpowered? With the new set, Celestial Guardians, we are making some decks, and we are making a Celebi Superior deck, reimagined deck from Mythical Island. Let's jump right into it. Alright, so we got a goofy deck here today, and I'm going to be honest right off the bat. This deck list is just kind of the first couple of days in. It will be modified, and there could be better things, and tailor it to whatever you want it to do. I'm going to explain why we have it the way we do, and let's just jump into it. 2 Snivies, 2 Superiors, 2 Celebis, 2 Pokeballs, 2 Rare Candies, a Poisonous Barb, 2 Leaf Capes, 2 Professor's Research, 2 Erica, a Sabrina, a Guzma, and an Iono. Iono to help you get the evolutions on the board. Guzma because that can help take items off of your opponent's Pokemon. Those tools, you'll even see in one of the matches today, we end up getting a KO with it. Sabrina, obviously for some control, some heals. And we do have the Capes, which makes sense because it's a grass deck. And the Poisonous Barb, that's the one thing online I'm getting a lot of blowback on, is why do I have the Barb in there? And honestly, I think that poison is great. I think it's great because it costs for them to need to retreat, as well as it's doing damage. For me, I think it's a clear winner over Rocky Helmet at this point in time. Let me know in the comments below if you like it or what you'd change with that card. And we have the 2 Rare Candies. We're not going to even have stage 1s in here. We're just going to blow right past them and hope that we can get our Superiors online and get the Celebis to do the big damage. Superior's obviously still there, can do some damage with 2 energies, and in our matches today, you will see that we use both of these Pokemon to get KOs. Alright, let's jump into the match. So dramatic. Alright guys, we got the Celebi start here against a Bulbasaur. So it'll be interesting to see. Let's see if they are going to be using some Rare Candies and what is going to be going on with it. So pretty much we do want to get the Leaf Cape on here. We do have the Poisonous Barb. It is usually a better defensive tool than anything else, but we're not opposed to using it on Celebi. And I do kind of think that I'm jamming on it. I'm liking it more than Rocky Helmet right now because it actually puts an urgency for swapping. Once something's poisoned, you do have to just be like, oh, am I just gonna let this thing continually get attacked for the next X amount of time? Whereas at least with the Rocky Helmet, you can choose not to attack, right? You can make that choice. So get that energy up. We'll just wait here, and then obviously you guys can see that we've got the Rare Candy in hand, Superior out. Obviously this is the best case scenario of what could look like, but it looks like they are also going to get something close to what would be the best case scenario for them. Double Venusaur. Alright, well, anyone that thought Rare Candy wasn't going to speed up the game, I don't know if anyone was saying that, but I can tell you right here, right now, it's definitely happening. Alright, we get Iono. So we're not necessarily going to get everything we want, but at the very minimum, we can keep attacking. We did get the Rare Candy back, which is nice. We are going to, you know what? Let's put the Barb down for now, because we got 2. We're not in that much pressure. Still a lot of energy before they'll be able to get any attacks off. Of course, we do need to start flipping heads, but at least we can start chipping away. What is 30 more HP potentially going to do? Not very much. But us being able to chip away with some damage, that might actually get us some help. So we do get the Professor's Research again. Hopefully we do get the Superior, and we will get that Rare Candy down. We're really no farther behind than we were, only because they're not going to be able to get the attacks in to get a kill right now anyway. So yeah, we'll just put this on the back line. From here on, we can put energy wherever we want, whether we want to put more on Celebi to keep on just getting it to 1-tap, or if we want to start getting the second Celebi ready, kind of just base it on how much damage we do here. And by the looks of it, we're going to go ham and get the kill on the Venusaur right away. 250 damage, down the hatch, Venusaur gone. Now we've got another Venusaur up, and really, we're not going to see too much happen here before. So with this situation, right, we're going to just keep putting the energy on Celebi. And yeah, obviously the Poison Barb didn't affect too much, but you know, it is kind of nice when you're just fighting those pesky, like, really aggro Pokemon. Really aggro Pokemon. So yeah, just get that max energy on, and let's close this one out. Come on, is Celebi back, guys? I feel like Celebi could be back. It could be. At the very least, it could be. GG. Alright, so we got a pretty good hand here to start us off here. We'll start with the Celebi. We're against another grass deck here. Don't know what we're fighting against, but we'll see. So we'll get the Snivy. If we had two Snivies, we probably would have led with the Snivy, but alright, so just Snorlax, grass. We're going to just wait and see what they put together before we do anything with any of the items. We do have a good hand here going into this next turn with having Serperior in hand. We also did pull the rare candy, so that's going to mean that we're going to start doing attacks right away. And with that now, we're going to be putting the cape up. Putting up the Leaf Cape. Leaf Cape adds 30 HP. I think that's just going to be better in this scenario, especially too because we do see a Sprigatito. Alright, so here we go. Let's get the rare candy down. And we're not even going to put the other Snivy on the board. No need to. We'll put the energy up. And we're just going to start flipping here. Oh, I guess we could have... Yeah, I guess we could have put the cape up right now. Not that it matters. It doesn't make a difference at this point in time when it goes up. This is also really nice. Guzma. I had people comment on this deck saying like, oh, did you just add this in? Just for the sake of adding in a card from the new set. And honestly, it has come in clutch with just taking items off the board, right? So, to me, I don't think it's a waste. But to some people, they might think it's a waste. Alright, so 100 damage goes down. Maybe it would have been not a bad idea to get that poison with the berry hitting us, but I don't know. He's still asleep. Let's just hope that we flip really well. Let's get the Leaf Cape out. Get another energy down. And you know what? We will just put the Barb on our Serperior just in case we need it. We could have saved it in case we get our other Celebi, but we'll just use it for now. Doesn't matter. And we gotta hope that we get a kill here. There we go. Always good to get a kill on the Snorlax. And we got lots of heals in this deck, so this deck we are running the Erica in it, so you know we'll always be able to get back up to above 100 HP, which is kind of nice. Cody, welcome in. How's it going, man? How has the new set been treating you? Do you think pure EX Pokemon is unplayable because of... no, yes. No, actually no. Unless you're saying basics. Because Incineroar actually hits past it. Oh, we did that wrong. We probably should have put that energy on Serperior. And by should have, I mean we definitely should have. Okay, we're just gonna wait a turn. He's not gonna be able to attack us. Yeah, let's just wait a turn. Let's see what he does. Incineroar deck. Okay, yeah, we will do Incineroar at some point for sure. Yeah, Incineroar. So if Incineroar hits him, then he does 0 damage, but you can put the burn down. So you can still get the burn down on him. Which is, I think that's quite important. Quite important. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to get the attack off here. We don't need to heal. We're going to save the heal. Let's hope we get the kill here, which we do. We're expecting them to come in. Well, obviously, you come in with Meowscarada, you're going to get the kill. That makes sense. We'll see what happens from there, though. Have you seen that yellow bird, Ori something, EX? Pokemon can't attack it. Yes, Nye, I have seen it. But, like I was just saying, status effects can still hit it. So Incineroar can still burn it. So it's not like it's the end of the world. One energy, you can start doing 20 damage per turn on it. Not the end of the world. All right. Okay, so we'll get Serperior up, and I'm kind of okay with this. Now, Celebi, we don't need to put Celebi up. Ooh, we actually might put Celebi up. Just because of that cape. We can do it with the cape. No, you know what? We're going to do it next turn. We're going to do it next turn. Because we don't have energy to put on it right now anyway, so we don't need to even consider that. So, let's just do 70 damage with Solar Beam. Yo, what's up, Soul? How's it going? Hope you're doing good. Welcome to the stream. We are playing a Celebi deck right now and rocking that rare candy. And apparently we are trying to get kills with Serperior. Apparently. Alright, Meowscarada is going to attack into us. Do 60 damage, which is okay. We can heal up. And we are going to do some poison damage now. So there we go. Poison Arrow is going to start getting some work done. We're going to drop the Erica here. And one thing that I will say that I love about this deck altogether is that with using Celebi, you don't have to worry about using Giovanni's or Reds, really. Like, you can. You don't need to, though. You definitely don't need to. All right. So we'll get Celebi on the board now. We get the cape on it so that he can't be one-tapped. And now we can put energy on that. So we're getting him ready. Still doing attacks, doing Solar Beam, and on top of that, we still have Sabrina if they try to pull out, and the poison's going down. So this is just essentially working exactly how I want this to work. I opened my first pack from the new ones and got an EX and a rainbow in it. Dude, that's sweet. So there we go. So we baited the swap, which is exactly what we wanted to do. And we're going to see Slash, and then we are going to drop the Sabrina here and get the kill. I mean, we don't even have to drop the Sabrina because, being realistic, we just get the kill here with Solar Beam because of the poison, so we'll just stick to that. But we had the options on the board. We could have dropped the Sabrina if we wanted to, or we can just go in, do Solar Beam, and take it out. And that's the thing. This deck actually makes it so that Serperior puts in a little bit of the work also. So, keeping that in mind, you get to use both tools. Really. The one thing I like about how the deck works is that Serperior doesn't just completely suck, right? Serperior actually has a chance to get some work done. And depending on what the deck is, you might only get to use Serperior. So, all I'm saying is I dig what it looks like right now. All right. Execute Arceus EX. So, we're against a very classic deck here. Hoping that we actually survive the onslaught of an Exeggutor EX right off the bat, which is kind of scary. Admittedly, kind of scary. Crane, how did the openings go yesterday or this morning? It went great. We got a crown rare, we got some illustration rares, 2 full art trainers. Honestly, all in all, very, very happy. Very, very happy with how it all turned out. All right. So we see the capes already down. Execute on the board. Probably would, if I had to guess. Ooh, let's do the Pokeball first. I'm not sure the Barb is going to help us out too much right now, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to get that Barb out onto Snivy. And we're just going to start stacking. We're going to start stacking on Celebi in hopes that we can, survive this. I guess that we could have tried to wait for, yeah, there we go. So I'm actually okay with this. I was saying I could have waited for the cape and then I can live through a heads here, but the reality is, oh, wow, okay. Or that just happens and then we don't poison. All right, so we're definitely hoping for tails now. There we go. Okay, 40 damage. That's good news for us. Means we're still at 90 HP. No energy on anything else in the back. So, all in all, definitely not the worst scenario. And technically speaking, we have a chance to get a kill right here, which would be awesome. If we can get the right stuff on the board. All right, so we'll get that Leaf Cape out. And let's get some more energies and start flipping here. we are looking at a 20% chance, not including our other professor's research, at getting our Serperior online for next turn. Alternatively, we do have Erica's, so we are going to be able to keep healing through this, but we can only heal for so long when we see an Arceus getting built up like it is right now. Also doesn't help when their own Ericas are getting dropped too. Alright, another Tails. Great to see. And then we'll do our first Erica. Yeah, Crane, I'll show you some of the cards we got. Show you some of the cards we got after. Alright, so Erica's getting dropped. I mean, we just kind of have to proceed the way we're going. For now. Because 3 heads at a time. You have to treat this like a what would be the way to say it? Like, it's an order of operations, right? Obviously, we're scared of Arceus. There's no doubt about that. We're scared of Arceus. But we have to kill Exeggutor before we even need to worry about Arceus. So, keeping that in mind, and as soon as we can get this online, we've got tons of energy. Okay, honestly, I'm kind of feeling like... Okay, so here's the thing. So we'll put the Erica down, because we definitely want to live for one more turn. Here's the question. Do we stack here, or do we stack a second? We stack a second. That's what we're going to do. We're going to opt to do an attack here. 160 HP is great ranging for Arceus. Arceus, even with the red, can't one-shot us. We just have to hope now that we start getting some heads and that we can kill this Exeggutor before it can be pulled out. And get some energies on the back line and get Serperior along the way. There we go. Okay, so we get a heads here. So Celebi is dead pretty much next turn. We have no more heals. And we get the rare candy. Okay, so now we don't have to actually care about too much. So we can get Serperior on the board. Get that second energy on Celebi. We know we're going to get the kill right here. And then Arceus is going to come up next turn. And I mean, I guess technically we might not get the kill, but we will. 100 damage down here. We'll get the kill. Arceus comes up, and Arceus is either going to kill Celebi in front of him, or going to Sabrina into the Celebi behind. Honestly, I'd be very happy to see a Sabrina happen, because getting an extra energy on here is great for us. Alright, second Arceus on the board. Probably will get some energy on it. $110. So we know that unless now a Sabrina drops, 110 can't actually kill. It can kill our Serperior. It can't kill our Celebi though. We'll just play this. Shouldn't matter. We got like a 50% chance, and we will play this next turn if we get the chance to. All right, here we go. Comes down to the flips. I'm in for it though, and that is not the game. 150 damage. There should be no heals for that Arceus though. If that Arceus does play a Sabrina, that will make this a tie. Good old Poison Arrow. You know, one thing I will say is obviously we're so early and nobody knows what all the decks are going to look like, but I don't know, I'm hopeful that Ranked is going to have a really good good range. I'm hopeful. All right. And then check this out. Check this out. Okay, Guzma for the kill on the bench. Who thought that was going to ever be a thing? I would have never thought, but you know what? You take the kills when you get them. So to conclude this deck, we had a lot of fun with it. like I said, it is going to change and tailor the deck to however you want to use it. Will Celebi be used in the meta? Maybe. Time will tell, and as weeks go on and we see some tournaments, we're going to see a lot of cool decks. If you're interested in seeing more deck videos, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.